Well, we're in the lavish visiting clubhouse manager's office with Todd Steverson, who's the roving hitting instructor, coordinator for the Oakland Athletics. And just a little bit of background, Todd's done everything in this organization. Managed in Stockton, was the first manager in Stockton when Oakland went there, 2005. He's managed in AA with Midland, AAA with Sacramento, first base coach for 2 years in Oakland, back to Sacramento as hitting coach, and this year as the roving hitting instructor for Oakland. And one of the things I wanted to ask you about, specifically, is something I've already written about this year, is the difference at the plate this year. The players, I don't want to say they're less patient, let's just say they're more aggressive this year. And how did that come to be, and what are the hallmarks, the earmarks of the new approach at the plate, and how it's being taught in the Oakland organization?
Well, the one thing is you don't want passive hitters. You want people that do know the strike zone and are able to throw a good swing on a ball in the strike zone. That's still the philosophy, is the swing at strikes. Now, there's a difference between being on the offense and being on the defense when you're in the box. And I want all my hitters to be on the offense when they stand in there, and that includes when you get your pitch, when you get the ball across the plate as a strike, give it what you got. Because you don't want to leave home plate saying I coulda, shoulda, woulda, or whatever like that. You know, you only get 4 of these a day, or however many you get in a week or a month, so you got to go out there and give it what you got every time. Under control aggression is a good way of putting it.
You've had hitters in this organization for 4 or 5 years who are under situations where they had to take so many walks a month. Now, you guys still want walks. I mean, you're not completely done with walks, but have some of the players, have any players, I don't want to say objected, but had trouble, I don't want to say objected at all, had trouble adjusting to the new, to become more open after maybe some of them actually felt maybe held back aggression-wise at the plate the last few years?
Well, I mean, obviously with the Moneyball era, I think it got misunderstood a lot about what the philosophy of it really was. It was just the fact that we wanted our players to hit strikes, you know, be able to take walks when they're given to you, have a on-base percentage. I mean, obviously on-base percentage turns into runs, you know, high on-base percentages throughout the lineup turns into runs, which turns into wins, you know, if you want to work with that formula. At the same time, we were getting our walks in the organization, but we weren't scoring many runs behind it, which means we needed to not only walk and get our on-base percentage up, but we also needed to learn how to drive guys in when need be and not be passive in certain situations where you have to be aggressive. And sometimes you may have to go out of zone, understanding what the pitcher's trying to do to you. And really the philosophy is wrapped around the knowledge of the game and what a pitcher has to do to be successful. And once we understand what he has to do to be successful, we can combat that.
Real good. Todd, thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome.